So the default render path is something that you could define from the Mistika configuration utility. So we double click here in the Mistika configuration utility. We're going to go to file paths, and in file paths you can see that at the bottom of this window we have the path builder. So we click here, and what I want to do is I'm going to create a folder structure that I really want all my projects to follow. And in this case I want to use the one I'm working on right now. That I have this project that is sitting in Material Mistika Media MTK training videos. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, as I'm going to do a mob render later for this example, I'm just going to actually replicate what we had there. So instead of delivery, I'm going to type in Mistika underscore media. Okay, you'll have to type it in. And now instead of DI, we're gonna use the project. And here, instead of extension, I'm going to add render. And over here, just to make it clear, I'm going to put master. Okay, and over here, I'm gonna keep this as it is. Well, no, what I'm gonna do is actually, oh no, yeah, this is fine. So render name, all this information is just in case we're doing some stereo render, and that is going to be a folder of the render name that we do, and inside it will be the clip. Okay, so I've created this, and the symbolic name here is default render name. Obviously I'm going to change that. I'm going to call this master movies. Okay, in capital letters or whatever you want, and then create path for selected format. Okay, and there we go. Just at the bottom, master movies, we have our path where it starts from Material Mistika Media, and then the syntax would be project, render, master, render name, and obviously all the other information that we will add when we render. So let's open Mistika. I'm going to save this here. Okay, so I opened the timeline, and we could see that I have the last render that I did. I'm going to zoom out a bit, and in this case I'm going to render the whole thing. Okay, so I'm selecting that clip and going to add in and out points, output, and what I'm going to do is render QuickTime Movie ProRes HQ with the Apple ProRes codec. Okay, and I'm gonna call this ProRes music video. Okay, and here in my target is where I'm going to choose master movies as my target. I press OK, and if I wanted to, which I do, I'm going to press save as, and here in save as I'm going to type in ProRes master. So every time I want to do a ProRes master in any project I work in, that is the preset that I'm going to use. Okay. Let me double check that the tape num source is render name, the starting time code and timeline TC it starts on 0. Okay, so it's all fine. I'm gonna hit render and I'll see you just after the render. Okay, so the render's finished, and we're gonna check now. We're gonna go to Edit, Attributes, and see that it's exactly in the folder that we wanted. I'm going to open File Explorer and go exactly to Material, Mistika Media, MTK training videos, and I have a folder there called render, and inside a folder called master, and the ProRes music video, which was the render name that we gave to the clip, and there we have our clip. So you can see how you can define your own default render paths and build your paths depending on what you want, how you want to organize your storage. This is something that you could do from the output folder in the output tab in Mistika, or from the Mistika configuration utility.